All right. Never done this before, but Instagram Live, also on YouTube Live or whatever that thing's called. Gonna answer some Rangers questions. Also posted something on Twitter. Uh, and so I've got a bunch of questions there, but happy to answer any questions that come through either through YouTube or Instagram as well. Currently sitting outside. Not sure that was the best decision. Whatever. Anyway, uh, yeah, so if you have any questions, feel free to fire away. Got a few already that have come in through Twitter. Again, you can questions come through any of the through any of these channels or whatever. First one though, about third base coach for the Rangers. Who are the options for third base coach? I'll be honest, I don't know. You know, third base coach isn't like a. I don't want to say there's not skill involved. There absolutely is, but you know the like for pitching coach, hitting coach, like these are jobs where people that they come up through the ranks. I don't want to say anyone can be a third base coach because that's absolutely not the case. But uh, you know, when you're a third base coach, you usually oversee other parts of the team. So I think you know they'll probably like I don't think Skip Schumacher and Chris Young are sitting there thinking like who's our third base coach. I think they're thinking who's going to fill this role, who's going to fill that role, and then they'll figure, okay, well, this guy can come and do this, and he can be our third base coach. If that makes sense, I think it would make a lot of sense if Corey Ragsdale was the third base coach. You know, he spent the last several years over at the first base side. Yeah, it did seem like an emergency service test. I'm glad that everyone could hear the alarms. That's why I was a little curious whether the outdoors is best. We're currently at Nana's house, which is Emily's Nana, while our house is getting work done. So I'm just trying to stay out of the way. Nana's watching whatever daytime television that she watches, so I didn't want to be in the way. That's why I went outside. My favorite part of the season, Aaron. Uh, well, not the end, unless it's 2023. The end is never my favorite. Uh, the Adolis Garcia walk off against Kirby Yates and the Dodgers was like a cool moment. Um, you know, the Rowdy Tellez hit a couple big home runs in some big spots. The Rangers had a big walk-off win against the Mariners, you know, when they were still kind of in the mix. Um, I think those were like watching Nathan Eovaldi pitch was pretty awesome. His complete game against the Reds, the 1-0 win, that was pretty cool. I think just in general, you know, if it's not so much a moment, but just like a general favorite part, getting to do something different with RSN was a blast, and getting to do it with our teammates, you know, was so much fun. So like, I just think the RSN experience for us, getting to try new things, was a lot of fun, and hopefully people liked it as well. Uh, what mindset do you think the Rangers should have going into the offseason? Well, I think I don't mean to be a smartass, but I think the mindset should be uh, got to get better, right? And try and figure out. Obviously, the pitching, uh, the pitching was outstanding this year. For the last 2 years,